it and actually move it to more of a cloud-based architecture, but let's assume that's not in the cards for here. Our clients are now really embracing and doing these things at scale. And yeah, some of you probably would snicker in here a little bit and say, well, you know, that's a little yesterday, you know, if they're not on Linux already. The reality is that they're forced to do this for the very reasons I talked about at the beginning, because there are new entrants in the market that don't have the same impediments that they do. They don't have the same inflexibilities, and their ability to change is handicapped by being tethered to these closed standards, complex systems, very difficult to maintain. And they're adopting these principles now of open source, and they're doing it in a really big way. So, I encourage everybody to get a marble bust of themselves and be the Alexander the Great of their organizations or company. I can't tell you how important contrarian thinking is in helping our clients think about things differently. And whether it's application portfolios or other challenges, a lot of what we do, a lot of our ability to be successful, a lot of what I'm seeing in our emerging technology practice, that innovation is enabled through what we can do with open source. You know, the buzz here is really cool, and I walk out into the showcase area, and you know, I see companies out there like Talent, who we've been working with for a couple of years. And those organizations, they wouldn't even be around if we didn't have open source capabilities. And I think that truly is going to help us fix a lot of these problems and really address some of these Gordian knots. The last thing I want to talk to you about here is being innovative and bold. So I talked about coming up with these contrarian solutions and slicing through your portfolio and just, you know, getting started one foot in front of the other. But I think it's also important to be innovative too. If you go to your business counterparts and you say, geez, I want to move you guys onto this cloud architecture or this Linux architecture because it's a lot cheaper for us to run and operate on. They're going to say, what's the risk of doing that? What's the benefit? Is that really, you know, is this really worth us taking an outage to go and do something like that? You have to think about what the opportunities are and be able to take advantage of it. The example that I give you here is we actually have a client they've written this rather elaborate Monte Carlo simulation in Python. I didn't even know you could write a Monte Carlo simulation in Python, but they did. And it was for developing market pricing. Basically, they wanted to be able to value their portfolio for their traders in their company. And they looked at it and they said, gee, you know, it's really expensive, you know, to run this. It requires a really big server. I'm like, well, I think, you know, if you think about this differently, we could actually run this in Amazon, and we could actually make this an elastic application. You know, instead of taking 12 hours for you to get your market pricing, you might be able to have it in, I don't know, 3 or 4 minutes. Would that be good for you? Is that a good thing? Oh my God! If we had it in 3 or 4 minutes, we'd actually be, you know, close to real-time position management. We would like run circles around our competitors in terms of understanding how best to optimize and trade our portfolio. So my point here is take advantage of those capabilities. Don't just go after the cost equation as well. Be innovative and bring those creative ideas to your business counterparts, your clients, and share with them the art of the possible. Because it's more than just about pinching some pennies and saving some dollars. It's about being different in the marketplace and being really competitive. So that's a little bit about how Accenture applies open source in the market, our passion for it. A little bit about Alexander the Great. I don't think I make a particularly good Alexander the Great, but I want everybody in here to walk out of here today, and, you know, very similar to my colleague from IBM, take a couple things and go and make a difference, because there's some really special opportunities enabled for all of us by what we do with open source. Thanks again, I appreciate it.